Fans, we are back, Bayou City Boys, talking about our Houston Astros, of course.
Oh,
The Wild West, AL West is looking tight. Um, you got
scary
Seattle.
tight.
Seattle's just blowing through teams. They remind me of the Phillies of last year a bit. As of
That's
right
a
now, I
good
mean
one.
they're playing Kansas City also, so that helps a shit ton. The Rangers, luckily, they hit or miss. As of this recording on Monday, they are losing 3-1 against the Mets right now. So
I firmly believe that three of the two are going to make the playoffs, and I'm a 10 out of 10 confident one of them is going to be the Astros. I don't think the Rangers will get it together. Like I told you many times, like they're going through the injury shit we went through early, and they don't know how to deal with it.
and they're beating themselves. I watched the ending of that 13 inning game against the Twins, and their pitcher legit walked like three guys in a row and then walked in the winning batter on 4-0, and then had the audacity to be like walk off the mound and be like if he did, he was like, "What are you doing, bro?" I was like, "I'm happy from an Astro standpoint," but I mean, you have Blue Jays still in the mix. You have there's a few teams that are still there, but I do agree. It looks like no matter who it is, Mariners, Astros, somebody's gonna be. It's gonna be one of those two, either home,
Mm-hmm.
away, however it goes. Because the
At this
Rangers,
point, I don't even give a shit if we win the division.
yeah,
I mean, just got to get to the show.
yeah.
You
Speaking of playoffs, how are you feeling? Are y'all still on the confident meter? Are you still on the
I'm confused, bro. Like who are we? Like, are you the team that just gave up 17 runs to Boston, or the team that just scored 17 runs on? You know what I'm saying? Like, how does that shit happen in less than 5 days?
they always manage to surprise everybody.
I did. I was watching MLB for some reason, and they had a guy. I don't know who his name was. One of the old guys on there, and he was saying that I know people don't care, but Michael Brantley is more than likely coming back at some point in the Boston series. And they were saying though that when you look at the numbers, everybody laughs at the Yankees for having such an imbalanced team when it comes to left hitters.
Mm-hmm.
But the Astros actually have the worst imbalanced team when it comes to left hitters. So they were saying when you throw Brantley in there, it should help out a bit. And I was like, as a Astros fan, I was like, yay. But then as a fan that watches way too many of these baseball games, I
Mm-hmm.
was like, I don't know if that's even gonna matter because we go on these runs of offense is looking amazing, and then the starting pitching sucks, and
Well,
then
that's if you look at the numbers, our offense is kind of the same as last year. It's our starting pitching that's bad.
He should
yes.
fucking retire right now because he's got 713 RBIs and he shouldn't fucking break it anymore.
uh, the Brantley the Brantley news coming out. That's I only want health for this team for sure. But
Mm-hmm.
when we break it down, we always talk about our aces, and Framber has been getting it together. He's had a few games where I'm like, but he's done. JV did his thing in Detroit. Um, Christian Javier is I don't know who this dude is. He's a shell of himself. He went from being like a freaking Komodo dragon from last year to like a
Before
baby.
you get into that, I got a goofy scenario for you.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Say you're walking down the street, right?
Hmm.
And you find a magic lamp, right?
Oh god.
And you rub this bitch, and out of it comes Will Smith or Robin Williams, whatever, like on Aladdin,
Yeah.
right?
A
And he
genie?
says, a
Yeah.
genie, yes, but he's a specific kind of genie. He's a baseball genie, and he says, "I only have one wish to give you, and it's very specific. I can take any player on the Astros for you, and bring him to full health, and offer you the play that you expect from him. Like he can't be super better, but you'll get the player that you want, that you expect him to be. Which player would you pick?
For me,
Jose Abreu.
eh,
He's not playing bad. That's the thing.
I know, but I want him back to
I
full
always
health.
did that because you were talking about Javier. That's who it'd be for me.
I want him back to full health and playing as good as he's supposed to all the time.
Do y'all realize Abreu leads the major leagues in RBI with 2 outs and runners on? Like the dude bats over 400. Meaning when it's like he fucking brings in what he's supposed to.
Mm-hmm.
And people are still mad at him.
I know.
People are still mad at him because he's not Yuli.
Yes.
Even Maldonado was like, I'm tired of hearing about Yuli.
If it's not Yuli, if it's not about Abreu, Yuli, it's about Maldonado, and it's just dumb.
I think Maldonado's tired of hearing about everything.
Yes, he looks pissed off.
Because he said, I want to see Yanni do that the other day.
I kind of want to go with my cousin because he is on a very weird slump.
I was going to say him too.
The only thing with Yordan is, I mean, he's doing better, but there's something going on, bro, with you because I've seen you do a lot better than this.
He's not hitting home runs. That's what it is.
Yeah. As far as like Christian Javier, like I don't even know what it is because at first I was like, you're fatigued, and then they gave you days off, and then they skipped days, and then it's like, okay, well maybe it's because we had to go to a 6-man rotation, and we went to a 6-man. Then it's like we'll go to a 5-man rotation. Then it's because you're not getting runs, and then you have a game where you have freaking 3 runs and you give up 4 because you gave up 6 walks. Like I don't know what to do with you, bro. Like.
That's why I'm picking Christian. If you give me him back, I know that's for sure. Christian 2022 Christian Javier is a for sure win.
Yeah, I need the Christian that went into Yankee Stadium and dominated a whole franchise and scared them.
Yes, this is true.
Do we think he gets it together when in October?
Fuck, I hope so.
I don't. But that's not to say that it's a bad thing because that just means you'll have a shorter leash. Like you're going to go into every game knowing Christian Javier might only go 3 innings in the playoffs. You know
if he gives you, what today? He went 5. If he gives you 5 in the playoffs, are you okay with that?
If anybody gives me 5 in the playoffs, I'm good with that.
Because that's tough.
Even if it was Lance McCullers?
Yeah, I don't give a shit who it is, bro. Anybody.
He gave up 6 home runs.
But we understood why that was. It's you suck, and then it's like, why waste the arm? Because you gave it up early on your own.
Kind of what they did with Belak the other day. It's like, all right, we suck.
But to that point, though, like there was a possibility you could have pulled Lance early.
Yeah.
Yes.
Before he gave up the 2nd and 3rd one, because the 4th and 5th one didn't make a fuck at that point. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So just go out there.
But I mean, they were like, I just need you to get me to this many so the bullpen can come in, which is understandable.
Oh, I guarantee you, other than Fromber and JV and maybe even France, I don't think they're looking for a lot of innings. Like, I think they're looking for some of these guys like, Javier, Renel Blanco, Hunter Brown, or Urquidy. Like, can you go through the lineup one time?
And it's interesting with Blanco because he's been sent down. I remember you told me one video a while ago, but the rule where when you get sent down too many times, I think it's your 5th time, you gotta.
Yeah, yours only so many times you can go up and down.
He only can be sent if he gets sent down one more time, he has to be cut.
But they have September call-ups here pretty soon, so I think that's why they put Maton on the.
And then we always talk about Dusty using his pitchers too much, like. All right, you get one in, and then you go, and then you go, and you go. And he's starting to it feels like he's moving into more of a playoff feel because Graveman's going out there and doing a few. And then he's like, all right, I'm going to bring in like.
See, I feel that way about Brantley. Like they're waiting for September call-ups to bring you back because they didn't want to do this shit 2 months ago where they had to send somebody down like a Jolks who was actually batting good at the time. And then we cuss you the fuck out for bringing Brantley back, who might not have been any good. But now September call-ups, you bring Brantley back up, and there's no fucking repercussion to the depth chart.
And I mean, how did y'all feel when Brantley was like, "Hey, I want to go back to Sugarland. I want to, make sure I'm good."
I mean,
I thought it was a bitch move at first.
If he gets hurt anywhere, I'd rather it be there than after he gets called back up.
Well, no, after he explained why he did it, I'm good with it because he said, I just want to play and then see how I feel and then play again and then see how, like, he's like, I wasn't going to do that here. So
that's what I'm saying. Like, I'd rather him go and figure it out down there instead of trying to figure it out where he needs
to. Hit some fucking bombs down there, too. So.
Yeah. I mean, he he wanted to do the play a game, miss a game, play a game, and then play a game to see how his shoulder is. So there's people that are mad, of course. They're like, "Oh, you just need to hurry up and come to the majors already." I was like, "Bro, I mean, to be honest, like, I'd rather you have you in October than right now in the end of August." Like,
Yeah.
So I came up with the list that are to me like would be the best lineup. Like if you really need runs, I call this the them hitters lineup.
Okay.
I got Altuve at second base,
Mm-hmm.
Bregman batting second at third, Yordan at DH, Tucker, Brantley. So then I can go left, right, left. Abreu, Yonner, McCormick, and Pena ninth.
mm,
And the only reason I'm putting Pena ninth is because he has experience leading off. So later on in the game, if he's one of the first batters up, he knows like the importance of just getting on base.
You're gonna put Tucker after or Tucker before Brantley.
Yep.
So lefty.
No, I had that backwards. I switched it. It was Tucker, Abreu, Brantley.
Oh, okay.
okay. So,
I was like,
all right.
all right. Yeah, that makes sense.
I mean, that's tough on a pitcher for sure.
And then you have another right in Yonner.
Then you bring in whenever it comes down to their relief pitchers. I mean, you might catch one for sure because they got to go through 3.
Mm-hmm.
One of them is going to have a benefit somewhere down
The
there.
fact that Yordan and Tucker hit lefties so good, it doesn't matter to me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like that shit, that just fucks everything up for everybody.
Yeah. And I mean, depending on honestly, we said it, as long as this team gets semi full healthy, we'll be able to see what they're doing. And we, like you said it, we've dealt with the injuries early. We've are now kind of figuring out, what we did. And I mean, don't want to jinx it, but it looks like Verlander and Graveman, the 2 trades we only did, are working out. Luckily, we had guys like JP, Brandon Bielak, Renel Blanco that are stepping up when we need it. You have Jolks out there, Myers doing his thing. You have guys that are stepping up when we need it. Dubon, of course. So going into the playoffs, as it looks like we are, thank you, Rangers, for just bombing it.
We gotta win though.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
This is an important fucking week because you cannot go to Texas next week needing wins.
Yes.
If you win these games against the Sox and the Yankees and you go to Texas next week and you win that series, pretty much gonna eliminate them from the playoffs.
Yes. You have to take the driver's seat right now because you don't even know what can happen. The Mariners have been, yes, they're the hottest team, but they've lost some streaky games to, we know their bullpen is pretty much, when their bullpen is needing to pitch, they struggle.
Yeah.
And so
the benefit to it is after what they did to us and then the fucking losses to Boston, you don't get worse than that.
No.
So just do better.
That was some of the worst baseball in a stretch I've seen in a long time from the Astros.
In about 10 years, bro.
It was disgusting. Yeah. I mean, Astro fans, what do y'all think?
The only thing that worries me is Dusty going to manage the team right way? I want you to pay attention to something. Normally, he'd be sitting at the bottom of the stairs, 2 seats over. His ass is standing at the stairs now.
Yeah.
You got to do real work now.
Yeah. I mean, I'm pretty sure he got a fucking call. I was like, hey, what the fuck's going on, Doug?
Yeah, this is like shit.
That's what Data's on the side. I was just like, okay.
Can we make fun of Jake Myers one time for striking out to a position player?
Yes, that was a
second time in his career.
To a 54 mile per hour ball, and he struck out. I saw that, and I was going to write it. I was like, you know what? I'm having a good
second time in his career. He did it last year against the White Sox.
He's lucky that his freaking defense is good because that was embarrassing. I can understand getting a strike thrown, and it's like, oh, man, all right, whatever. But you struck out swinging at that.
Man, he threw that same bullshit at Yonner Diaz that he almost hit it out of that arena. And I was like, come on, fucking Myers. You make us look stupid.
Yeah. And we were like, yeah. AJ, Dana, hope you had a good lunch this week. I'm just making rumors up. It's all good, eh?
Yeah.
But that being said, Astro fans, let us know what you think. Are you worried? Are you not worried? It seems like most of us aren't worried. Most of us are confident still in the team that we have when they're hitting on all cylinders, but we still are more irritated than anything because we know what they can do and they just don't do it. So let us know in the comments. Like, subscribe to the network. We got you covered on all Houston sports, Rockets, Texans, Astros. Check out all of our other content, NFL, fantasy, basketball, everything else on the network, whether you like it or not. Stay safe, stay hydrated. It's hot as hell out there, guys. We got you covered. Keep the Masons. We out.
How much I'm working for this? I swear my dreams are too important.